The 2016 Overwatch World Cup continued with the final two-day showdown. Coming out of the exhausting three-day group stage, 8 teams, Russia, France, Spain, Finland, South Korea, United States, China, and Sweden, were left to battle it out in the playoffs. At the end, there would be only one winner. The clear standouts so far were South Korea, whose dynamic teamwork and solid leadership by Kim Tae-rong Taeyong and Gong Miro Jin-hyuk had so far crushed their competition, and Russia, slicing their way forward with the sword of George Shadowburn Gushcha. Russia came into the first quarterfinal riding high on their success from the group stage, whereas France barely scraped in. Despite all expectations, France showed great coordination and was able to take the first map from Russia.
A fantastic hold there from France.
Russia came back strong in Game 2.
And just when you thought things were going to go well for France, they all fall apart.
The final game was close, with France putting up quite a fight.
France will be taking them out and taking round number 1.
But in the end, the mighty Shadowburn proved to be too strong to defeat, giving Russia the final win. The second matchup was Spain versus Finland, with all eyes on Finland's star power. Spain, though, had a reputation for unpredictability.
But there's a graviton surge, it's a mutual graviton in fact, and Spain hold strong.
They were able to take the first round, but in the next round, Finland pushed back, taking the first map. However, in a fierce second game, Spain came out on top.
They've done it! Spain will take Hanamura!
In a fight to the finish on the final map, Finland's superior individual gameplay finally went out over their Spanish rivals.
Finland will do it! They are through to the semi-finals to face Russia.
After their tear through the group stage, South Korea was paired up against the US for the quarterfinal.
So I'm down here with Swag Daddy Tae-rong now.
우승해서 트로피를 들고 오겠습니다.
The team jumped into the match with a playful confidence.
Seagull and the rest of the guys looking a bit in shock.
In Game 2, the US stepped up the fight, forcing South Korea back to conservative tactics.
South Korea having trouble pushing through. Can they get the CC? Gonna try and get it, or Seagull's gonna get earth-shattered. He goes down.
The US's hopes go away, and that is it.
Korea took the win 2-0. In the last of the quarterfinals, Sweden faced China. Although the Chinese scene is still in its infancy, China looked aggressive and coordinated coming out of the group stage.
China come out on top.
Nonetheless, they proved to be no match for the Swedes.
It is all Sweden in map number 1. Sweden looking like an unstoppable juggernaut right now, mopping up kill after kill towards the very end.
After 2 quick rounds, Sweden had a decisive victory. Coming into the semifinals, Russia, rallying behind the seemingly unstoppable Shadowburn, was paired off against Finland, an all-star team.
He has a tough row to hoe against the style of Finland.
In the first game, Russia was able to take Dorado, with Shadowburn pulling off 49 eliminations.
There's no one here to stop it. It is going to be Russia to take away the first map, and Finland, that's going to hurt.
Leaving Finland to wonder how they could possibly stop him. The second game was unfortunately more of the same for Finland, as Russia took the first round.
It is a tragic performance by Finland so far.
In the gripping final moments, Russia showed remarkable teamwork.
Finland are going to fall apart. Russia, get over the line. It's 2-1, and Russia will be going to the final. The entire team stepped up,
moving Russia on to the grand final. Coming off a decisive win against China, the Swedish team faced their toughest battle yet in the semifinals, South Korea.
They're super coordinated. It all comes down to shutting down Myro.
Sweden definitely has the least fear of South Korea, and if anyone is going to take out South Korea, it very well could be Sweden.
IDDQD hoped to shut down Miro's Winston, but Korea's defense overwhelmed their team, giving Miro free reign on offense.
Miro escapes the fight, comes back down again, escapes the fight, comes back down again. Okay, yep, and finally takes that IDQD. There you go, Miro in a nutshell. And that's what makes this team truly terrifying.
In the end, Sweden was simply not aggressive enough to come together under Korea's onslaught. In the bronze match, Sweden faced their next-door rival, Finland.
These guys brought so much heart, a team full of pro players.
Despite Finland's star power and wild roadhog hooks from Kalle Himzi Hankala,
Oh my goodness! What a hook!
they were overwhelmed by Sweden's superior team coordination
This was pretty epic.
and well-rehearsed strategies,
Just a fantastic strategy coming out of Sweden.
only grabbing 1 point before Sweden took the bronze.
This might be Finland Sweden takes it. They win the bronze medal.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Finally, it all came down to what were, from the very beginning, the most dominant, experienced, and well-rounded teams. Russia, with their unrelenting and aggressive playstyle led by Shadowburn's Genji, and the ever-evolving South Korean super team led by Tyrong and Miro's Winston.
How does it feel to be on the stage representing South Korea?
그냥 온몸 자체에 전율이 소름 돋아요.
In their final match against Russia, they set Ryu Jae-hong's Ana and Eska's McCree against Russia's star player Shadowburn. But instead of going for the kill, they conserved their bandwidth by focusing on incapacitating Shadowburn with sleep darts and stuns, allowing Miro's Winston and Arhan's Genji to wreak havoc upon the rest of Russia's team.
This is it. South Korea will win the Overwatch World Cup without dropping a single map.
The game was over faster than anyone expected. When the dust cleared, Russia's near-perfect record had been dismantled, and South Korea had finished the entire series without losing a single match. As we move into the first full season of the Overwatch World Cup, South Korea has flawlessly dominated the entire history of this young and vibrant sport. Who from around the globe will rise to face them? The entire world is watching. Do you have what it takes?